What's up, my bros? I got a doozy of a problem to show you today. I got distribution. I got multi-step equations. I've got fractions. Crazy! Let's check this out, bro. So, first thing as always, make your lines. Next thing we're going to need to do, we're going to change all of our mixed numbers into impropers. So we're going to do, if you remember, 3 times 2 plus 1. And then your denominator stays the same. So it's still 2. And that negative is still going to be there. So that would be negative 7 halves, parentheses. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 3 is 19. Bottom stays the same. Force times k plus 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. 3 halves. Whoa, I don't like the way that 2 looks. That one's so much better. And now the hard one. Definitely don't use a calculator. I just use my brainulator, and it's going to be negative 500. Carry the 1, move the 3, 95 twelfths. All right. Next step, we're going to distribute. So that means we're going to do 7 halves, negative 7 halves, times 19 fourths, and negative 7 halves times 3 halves. So that's going to give us negative and negative. Okay, my bros, don't forget one negative. Let me fix my K. One negative times a positive is going to be a negative. I'm just getting this all set up, my bros. So we've got 133 moved it over a little bit, over 8. Remember, when you multiply fractions, all you do is multiply straight across. It's the easy peasy, lemon squeezy stuff. And this one will be negative 21. This new stylus is amazing. I think it's even harder for me to read what I wrote. All right. And then over here is still negative 595 twelfths. So now it says minus 21 fourths. So the opposite of negative 21 fourths would be, sorry, changing colors, add. Man, my bros. (21 fourths) add 21 fourths. This would equal 0. This, you're going to have to change them to have common denominators. So 12. So if I just change this, this would be times what? 3. So times the top by 3. So it'd be 63 twelfths. Now the tricky part here is negative 595 plus 63 is actually going to be not 600 something. It's going to be 500 something because you're getting closer to 0, but you're not going to pass 0. So let's go. It's going to still have 12 on the bottom. I know, bros. Huge problem. We're not even done. Fix my 2. There we go. Sorry about my handwriting today. Then the next, I'm going to have negative. Like I said, it's still going to be negative, but it's going to be closer to 0. So that means, bros, that is a 3, and it looks just terrible. There we go. So negative 532. And then over here, I still have this negative 100. The 3s lag out on me, bro. Negative 133 eighths times k. Now, it says times, so you're going to divide. When dividing fractions, don't ask why. Flip the second one over and just multiply. So I'm going to write way over here, my bros. It was going to be negative 532 over 12. And then it was going to be divided by negative 133 over 8. But we're going to flip it over and just multiply anyways. So it's actually going to be 8 over 133. Now, again, we're multiplying. They're both negative, so we know our answer is going to be a positive. So I'll write the negative, even though now we know it doesn't need to be there. And we're going to multiply now, because when dividing fractions, don't ask why. I flip the second one over. I flip this over, and now I multiply. Now, to multiply, those of you that are extreme, you know that you can cross reduce. You could just do 532 times 8. That's your top number. 12 times 133. That's your bottom number. And then you can reduce it. Or you can reduce now. Does anything go into 12 and 8? Bro, 4 goes into both. So that'd be 2. 4 goes into 12. 3. Now, I'm sure there's some other numbers we can use to divide 532 and 133. Right, bro? So let me use my quick math. We could divide this 133. 133 goes into 133 one time. 133 goes into 532 4 times. Oops. Make it eligible to read that. There we go. So now what we do is multiply straight across. 4 times 2 is 8 over 3 times 1 is 3. I'm left with, we multiplied, so this is gone. I'm left with k, bro, equals 8 turds. Or you could write that as a mixed number of how many 3's go into 8? Dos. How many pieces be left over? Dos. Trace. That's an ugly trace. There it is, my bros. K equals 8 thirds, or you could call it K equals 2 2/3. I know, bros. Hard, long problem. I warned you. But we're done, bro. Hope that helped you. Take a deep breath. And as always, check you later.